Hi everyone, so today we will learn about HBV serology. So we can learn it by two categories. One is antigen, another one is antibody. So the first one will be HBs antigen. So corresponding here it will be anti-HBs antigen. Now after that we will say about HBC antigen. So corresponding here it will be anti-HBC antigen. So the third one HBE antigen, corresponding here it is anti-HBE. So now we will say what are the characteristic features. For HBs antigen, it is the earliest marker. And it is very important epidemiological marker. But it is non-specific, that means it can be seen in acute as well as chronic. So what is the time duration, so that we can say it is a chronic infection when it is more than 6 months duration. So here in HBs antigen it can be present in both acute infection as well as chronic infection. It is not specific, but anyway it is the earliest marker of hepatitis B virus infection. So at this point itself I would like to say about anti-HBC antigen. So here you have two types. One is here you have IgM and IgG. So here we have already said earliest marker of hepatitis B virus infection is HBs antigen. At the same time, earliest marker of an acute hepatitis B virus infection, it is IgM. Earliest marker of acute hepatitis B virus infection is IgM. So if the word acute comes, definitely the answer is anti-HBC antigen. Or simply if the question is earliest marker of hepatitis B virus infection, then it is HBsAg. But if it is about acute, then it will be anti-HBC antigen. So we have said about HBs antigen. Now regarding anti-HBs antigen, here it is actually suggestive of a protected case. That means whether the person have got some kind of active or passive immunization. Okay, it is a protected case, anti-HBs antigen. Now next we will say about HBC antigen. It is actually not detected in serum, so no that much clinical importance. Now anti-HBC antigen, of course we have said about IgM, and one more point remember in IgM, that is it can be seen in the window period. That means even though sometimes a person will not be having any manifestations, in that time also you can get this IgM antibody in the of anti-HBC antigen in his serum. Now in case of an IgG, so it is suggesting about a previously he was infected, that is previous infection, or it can be ongoing infection. Okay, previous infection or ongoing infection. Okay, next is about HBe antigen. So HBe antigen is suggesting about high infectivity. So that is saying about viral load or viral replication. When it comes to anti-HBe antibody, in anti-HBe it is non-infective. It is non-infective because here a zero conversion has taken place. That means HBe antigen converted. Now the antibodies are already formed, anti-HBe. Okay, so that it is non-infective. If a patient is having HBe antigen in his serum, it is suggestive of high infectivity. Viral load will be high. At the same time, in anti-HBe, it is suggestive of non-infectivity because all that HBe antigen has got converted. Antibodies have formed. Okay, so this is a brief about HBV serology. Important thing, what earliest marker, it is HBs antigen, if suggesting of an acute infection, which is the earliest marker of an acute hepatitis B virus infection. Anti-HBC antigen, IgM. Okay, specifically IgM. Okay, immunized, if a person is previously immunized, in that case anti-HBs antigen. Now let's say something more about viral replication marker. So here you can have two-way, qualitative as well as quantitative. Qualitative as well as quantitative markers for this viral replication. So we have already said about one, HBe antigen, isn't it? So that is the qualitative viral replication marker. Then what is the quantitative viral replication marker? It is HBV DNA, or it can be HBV DNA polymerase, but mostly it is HBV DNA, more prominent. Now next we will say about precore or basic core mutant HBV. Okay, so here in precore or basic core mutant HBV, in the serology, what are the things, what are the markers that you can get? What about HBe antigen? It will be negative. At the same time, when you look anti-HBe, it will be positive. So we may think it is non-infective because HBe antigen is negative and anti-HBe is positive, but we have to look some other criteria, I mean something more. HBV DNA, we have to check for HBV DNA. So we have already said that viral replication marker, qualitative, quantitative. So qualitative, here HBe antigen is negative, but now we will look for HBV DNA and we will see it is high. So HBV DNA will be high, and also you can check for AST or ALT level. So both of this will be increased. So here you can see HBe antigen is negative, anti-HBe is positive, HBV DNA is high, and there can be persistent or intermittent AST and ALT levels increased. So this is suggesting of a severe progressive HBV infection. So in this case there is an increased risk for cirrhosis and also hepatocellular carcinoma. So what it is suggestive about? It is suggestive of severe progressive hepatitis B virus infection. There is an increased risk of cirrhosis and hepatocellular carcinoma. Okay, so that's all about this pre-core or basic or mutant HBV. Okay, thank you.